Okay, I'm over at the witch farm that I built in that previous episode, and I've just put down some scaffolding here so that I can get rid of this leaf layer because I want to see how well this witch farm works on its own when you're standing nearby. So I just want to test it, but in order to do that, need to get rid of the layer of leaves here so that the witches drop down. So I've put in some scaffolding and I'm going to knock out these leaves and I will be right back. Okay, so I knocked out all the leaves and scaffolding, and so now the witches will be able to fall straight through. And I had a grand adventure where I fell down there and it was nighttime, and because there was no light under this huge canopy, it was very dark down there, and so tons of mobs spawned, and yeah, it was a real adventure getting some of my gear back. I lost most of it, died like 20 times, so it was great. But let's go down there and place some chests and hoppers, and we'll see if we can get this to work. All right. So, well, I see some goodies down here. So, apparently some mobs have fallen down here. And I think what I'm going to do is, oh, there's a couple. I'm just going to place a chest here for now. Let me think what the best way to do this is. One chest will fill up pretty quick. Maybe I can do something like this. And I can go grab some trap chests maybe, and we'll have each row go to its own chest. Yeah, that would be better. Like this. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm just going to have the hoppers go down, and maybe I'll put an extra ring of hoppers around just to catch any witches that glitch over one block or so. But just like so. And oops, get rid of this guy. And his brothers. Alright, let's say that we put an extra one on this side, so then these should just point at that one. Like so. And then alright, it's daytime, so you can see a little better even despite the bedrock fog. I have a pad. I made it 9 by, I guess 9 by 10. I could have made it 9 by 11 and had an extra row of hoppers on here, but I put the chest there. Anyway, this should be sufficient. I got a little bit of a ring of extra space, so if witches kind of move left or right a little bit, they will still hit the hoppers. And let's see if we've gotten anything yet. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. There we go. Hoppers are all working. Great. So there we go. This is the witch farm that I was working on earlier. Oh, creeper. That was the witch farm that I was working on earlier, and I've taken the scaffolding out and put just a temporary hopper pad down here and some chests just to collect some goodies. So looks like it's working good. There we go. All right. Okay, here we are at the wither killer. I'm going to test this out and see how this works. So I'm just reading the instructions here. So first you spawn the wither on the iron block. I take it that's that one. We've pushed the lever here to push the wither up. His head will get stuck in the bedrock there, and his blockbusters, when he fires them, will be stuck in the bedrock, and so they won't be able to affect anything. And hopefully we'll be able to finally get another star for our base, so that'll be really exciting. So I've got my 3 hard-earned wither skulls and some soul sand, and let's give this a shot. Alright, it's been a while since I spawned one here, but I think that, and one of these here. And boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see how this works. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Let's hit him with some soul sand. Alright, sorry, that's a little loud. There we go. Great. Okay. We'll hit him with the real sword here just to speed this up a little. As you can see, because he's stuck in the bedrock, he can't move. And very easy to kill. Voila! And huzzah! There's our nether star. Alright. I'm going to head back to the base and we can build our first beacon. Okay, I moved the sand wall back and I built a pyramid roughly in the center of the dome. And I made it a little bigger than strictly necessary for one beacon because I do actually want to put more beacons here at some point. So I just went ahead and made it, I think 11 by 11. And we're going to go drop our beacon down here in the center. And I went ahead and notched out the sky there so that it would have unobstructed view to the sky. And let's set our power here. I'm going to leave on regen, and I'm going to put on haste because we're going to do some digging here at some point. So that should be fun. Alright, there we go. And let's see, haste. Okay, we've got haste. Come on, secondary power. There we go. Should be working now. Yeah, it's regen. It just doesn't say there. Okay, not sure why. Anyway, it's on. Okay, there are 2 more things I wanted to do in this episode. First, I wanted to show my glass factory that I built. So I built this a little while ago to get all the glass for my dome. And I looked at a lot of designs on YouTube and things like that. And I realized that most of the designs, although they would, use hoppers to fill up a bunch of furnaces, they weren't equally distributing the sand. And so you'd have, a few furnaces doing a lot of work and some of them weren't doing anything. And I wanted a system where basically we had a lot of furnaces and they were all equally working. So I have it's 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and another 4, so that's 16. And then I have 16 more up there. So I have 32 furnaces. And the way I evenly distribute the fuel and the sand to make the glass
is that I have these two minecarts. So the outside minecart delivers coal. If I jump down here, you see that the coal pipes in right into the furnaces. And the upper minecart delivers the sand. So it doesn't have to be coal, by the way. It could be blaze rods or lava or whatever. Whatever fuel you're using. Charcoal, doesn't matter. And so basically I can come here and add the sand and add some coal. Oh, hold on. Let's grab some coal so I can actually demonstrate this to you. I think I have some on the ground right there, but I also have some in a chest up here. Just give me a sec while I locate it. One coal. That's not going to do it. Always, always, always. All right, let me make some coal, and then I'll be right back. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Okay. So here's our coal. And if we put this in this minecart, and as you saw, I have the sand in this minecart. I'll actually put a little bit more sand because each coal can do 8 blocks, so I'll put 8 stacks in there. We'll see how that works. All right, so if I turn on both of these, away they go. And they start to distribute both the coal and the sand. You see the furnaces turn on, and we'll get a roughly more equal distribution. This one here was stuck because it had a hopper stuck in it. There we go. You see that they're all on. We check that. Got 9 sand, 19, 10 sand, 12. So, you know, they might be a little off balance depending on, but over time, they will be equally distributed. I also built 2 stacks of these, so I have one on top of the other so I can get the full 32. And over here is the glass retrieval. So this bottom row of hoppers pulls the glass out of the furnaces and brings it down this row of chests and hoppers into kind of my little silo storage here of glass. And so that's it. That's basically my my glass factory. I think the only thing else would have been good is a nice way for when the furnace minecarts are empty, maybe with a detector rail or something like that, if they moved off the track and stopped. That would have been cool. They could have went to a central loading system over here or something, and maybe I'll add that in the future. But for now, this does the trick. And once you know the minecarts are empty, I can basically stop them with that switch. And the furnaces will keep working until they're done. So that's cool. So the last thing I want to work on in this episode is one of the subscribers in the comments of the video mentioned that I should use ice for the dome as well, because ice is kind of invisible in the water, and so it would be a nice invisible kind of dome look. And so I thought that'd be a great idea. To do that, I have an idea of building an ice machine in a tundra biome that's just over that way. And so I'm going to head over there in daylight and bring some materials, and we're going to build a little ice tray. And I'll show you how we're going to do it. See you soon. Okay, so roughly way over there you might be able to see kind of a little bit of the rendering of my underwater base. I'm over here in a taiga biome because I wanted to create an ice tray. So one of the subscribers to my channel suggested that I use ice underwater because it would be transparent. I could build the dome out of ice and it would give a transparent look, and that might be interesting. So I mentioned in the comments I thought that was a great idea, and so we're going to do it. So my idea is that I'm not going to build a super complicated one, just a simple 8x8, I think, ice tray, or maybe we'll do 16x16. We'll do a 16x16 ice tray. That'll give us a good bit of ice every time we use it. And I'm going to use it and set it up in such a way that the water on top will automatically refill the tray, and then I just need to wait a bit for the ice to refreeze again, and we're off to the races. So let me check out the area here and see if I can find a 16 by 16 area that we can work with, and I will see you soon. Okay, I think we're all set. I've got the initial pad laid down, a 16 by 16 pad, and I just came back to the main base to get some resources. And I'll just show you the short little hop we have to take through the nether to get over there. It's a lot faster than swimming over there, so pretty close if you use the nether transport system. And here we are. We're over back at the ice tray island, and here's my pad. So the idea here is that I want to walk around this 16 by 16 pad and collect all the ice. So I'm going to build some columns up, 2 blocks here. Let me go ahead and do that like so, and I'll put a ring around up here, and the water will be, or the ice will be sitting up here. And so yeah, so let me make this ring around my 16 by 16 pad and maybe clean up this grass a little bit, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm just wrapping up the ring here, and I just expanded the base plate a little bit to take into account the ring, just to tidy it up a little bit. So there we go. So now we have an 18 by 18 base, 2 blocks up, and then we have this ring around, and so we're going to end up with 16 by 16 in here. Now, what we're going to do, as you can see, I've made, I think, 256 signs. And so I'm going to fill this whole space up with signs so that I can put water above this, and the water won't fall down, and I will still be able to come along and break the ice. So I want to be able to walk this direction, so I'm going to put the signs facing this way. And so I'll just show you how I'm going to do that in the first couple, and then I will cut and finish it up, because I'm sure you don't want to watch me place 256 signs. So just basically like this, and I'm going to fill in the whole space, and the water will be above here, and I'll be able to walk along in between these signs and break all the ice with a silk touch pickaxe, and hopefully without breaking the signs. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. I just need to place this last row of signs here, 60 more signs, and we'll be all set. 2 more. Okay, so there we are. We have our 16 by 16 signs, or 16 by 16 tray, and we can, now we'll get up there and put some water up there. So the way I'm going to do this, let me show you. I got my buckets here and some iron. All right. Do I have any more iron? Okay, this should be enough then. Let's build a little stairway up for now. Okay. So what I want to do is after I come by and I break all the ice, I want the water to flow in and fill this whole area with source blocks again, so that the ice will refreeze. So the way I'm going to do that is if I have a set of water source blocks on 1/2 of this square. So if you divide the square in a diagonal, and on 2 of the sides of, 1/2 of that diagonal on 2 of the sides, if I have all water source blocks, then when they flow across, they will join up, and the whole area will become water source blocks. So this side over here, and that side over, well, let's do this side, and this corner, these 2 sides are going to be where the water source block is. So going to need to go out one more block, like so. And that's going to hold the water in. So let's just place these all along real quick. So all along this level of iron that I'm standing on, we're going to have our water source blocks. All right. And over on this side as well. So let's go fill that in. Should have just chopped down this tree off camera, huh? All right. Real quickly, go down here. Like so. Knock some of these leaves out of the way. I'll clean all this up a little later. Okay, so all along this tray here, or this little ledge. Hello, Ganon. All along this tray here is going to be water source blocks. On the other two sides, I don't need water source blocks. So I can just close it off like so. I'll go down here and I'll do that. Oh, getting low on iron. Might have to go to the iron trench soon. All right, so there we go. So now you have this 18 by 18 ring, sort of, and but I have it offset on two of the sides. So now, if we use our buckets, we can, and we can just keep placing water by taking the source block out of there. Kind of a little trick for survival mode. So I'm going to move along here. I'm going to place all the source blocks. Oh, we already got ice forming. That's good. And I will see you back soon once I have all the water source blocks placed in. Okay, as you can see, it's already started to fill in. I just need to place the last few water source blocks here. Oops, get rid of that one. Right here. And maybe one more there. And let's see here, we should need one more right there. There we go. And it already filled in the whole area. So you already see the ice is starting to form up here. Let's go down and just test it, see if it works. I've got my Silk Touch pickaxe. There's an ice block. Voila. Works good. Oh, we can even jump up and get them. We can just walk down these channels. Here's some ice. Let's test that. All right, great. So I'm going to cut here, and I'll wait till I'll go AFK until all the ice forms up, and I'll see you back, and we'll test it out. Ninja Creeper. Don't we all love him? That was great. I got away just in time. Didn't take any damage, but unfortunately my chest and little base here took a beating. So I'll clean this up. The ice is maybe a quarter of the way. See you soon. Okay, that creeper kind of scared me, so I built a building around this and enclosed it. So let me show you how it works. I'm just waiting for the last couple patches of ice. Doesn't look like those will fill in for some reason, or maybe they will eventually, but they're taking a long time. So I enclosed the building. You cannot enclose the roof because you need the ice exposed to the sky to freeze. But I don't want my water source blocks that repopulate my tray to freeze. So you need to put a row of blocks over them. In my case, I used ice. I'm sorry, I used glass. So I have this row of glass that keeps my source blocks from freezing. I don't need these blocks here anymore. Just clean that up. Alright, so let me let me bring you inside and we'll test this out. So yeah, I encased the portal in a room here, and I did have torches down here, but then I realized the torches were 2 blocks from the ice, and so if I had a torch here, 1, 2, up there was the water, and the water was melting. So I can't have any torches in here, so I'm going to leave it up to reader comments on a suggestion for lighting that I can put in the floor that will go with you know, these iron blocks or something. I'm willing to change the floor. The iron blocks are just because I have tons of them. You know, it's quick and easy. But yeah, I'm open to options for better luck. All right, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to start down here because this is the end where I have my water source block. And so I can just walk along, collect all the ice, and the water will refill. When I clear this whole thing, the other side will refill. The two will join together and they'll refill the whole tray. So you guys will see that in a bit. I'm just going to time lapse this part and I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, for the last part I came up here so you can see what happens. So you'll see that the water source blocks aren't able to completely fill the tray in. But when I knock out this row, these water source blocks are all going to join up with those water source blocks, and it should fill in if we've done this correctly. So let's just quickly knock this out. Try not to break any of our signs or anything else. Normally you would of course do that from below, but there you go. You see the water source blocks all join up and everything's ready to refreeze again. So real simple and easy. No automation here, but hi guys. Very simple ice tray. So there we go. Simple ice system as suggested by my subscribers. I'm going to use some ice in the underwater city, and so now we have our ice tray all set up to make ice. We'll put our ice in our chest, and so that's the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you like everything you're seeing on the ZipKrowd server, so check out the other ZipKrowd member videos. There's a lot of great videos out there. And if you enjoyed this video, send me a like or throw me a subscribe. Send a comment in the comment line, and I look forward to hearing you. And we'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.